What's up, oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody. It's 3:20 a.m. here, and usually I'm asleep by now or doing other things. But today, I wanted to this morning, I want to give you guys a big update on how to make boss battles. Now, I know I made a video on this last 3 years ago on how to make a big boss battle on Caught Arms Gates. Not how Caught Arms, but it's just Caught Arms or Modern War. One of the two. But I'm back here again. Going to give you guys a brand new video on how to make a boss battle. And the first thing that you're going to want to do is, first of all, make sure you have the game installed. And then we're going to hit play. It's a download. It's a downloading content update. And we're talking about content update. There we go. Okay. So the biggest thing I think a lot of people they forget is, how do you do a boss level? And let's go ahead and talk about that for a second, right? The most important part on how to make a boss level is very, very different. It kind of like, it'll tell you different things and you'll do different things, but making a boss level, however, it's very, very different. It makes different sense. So what we're going to do today is that we're going to have a boss spawn, and then we're going to have turrets spawn, tank, and then we're going to have a tank spawn, and then that's going to be the end of it. And that's how I'm going to show you how. That's what I'm going to show you how to do today. Well, this morning. After it loads, of course. Oh, that's interesting. What, do we get an update or something? It took longer than expected, Chelsea. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to new. And we're going to go ahead and just save this as a test 46.6. Alright, so what we're going to essentially do here is what we're going to do is we're going to tell of the boss. I'm going to use a German vehicle for this. Alright, we're going to now I'm going to use P can late. I'm out of vehicles right now. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. That's weird. Something, whatever this is, it got updated. I'm not sure. That was team. This is my guys, of course, with everything that was in there. Forgot about that. But we're gonna go ahead and say this is gonna be the bad guy. And what we want to do, pretty much, to make this interesting, is we're gonna tell him that when he gets killed, we're gonna spawn in the tank guy. We'll spawn the exact same one. And we're gonna spawn in the tank. I'm gonna use German, not airborne, not airborne. Car. No, no. Is that okay? That's close enough. It doesn't really matter what you use. Anything will work in this one. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we have the guy, we have the second guy, and we have the vehicle. Okay, so what we do here is we're going to tell the guy, so we're going to give it a tag, and open inventory. So we're going to tell the guy here, go into tags, and we're going to tell the guy, I'm going to say G1 for German means German 1, and we'll hit OK. Alright, we're going to say when he gets killed, G2 means German 2 spawns in. Okay. And we're going to put this guy on hidden. And okay, okay. What time we get there? Okay. Now. Alright, so essentially what's going to happen, I'm turning this head down when I hit start here, is when this guy is killed, this is going to be the other boss guy that comes in with a truck. And then when this truck is destroyed, so when it's destroyed, when it's destroyed, then the game is going to end. So how do we do that exactly? How does that happen? Okay, the first thing we're going to need is go into tags, waypoint. We're going to say waypoint 1. Okay. I'll put it over here so you can run to it. And this is how we're going to do this. So we're going to say this. We need some triggers. So this is G1 for German 1. We need an entity, not altitude. We need to go down to entities. And all we're going to do here is we're going to give it the tag of the player, which is going to be G1. And what we're going to say, essentially, is when this guy's dead, when he's killed, this truck spawns in. So how do we do that? So go to tag, zone. No, you don't need zones. You don't need player. But when the tag is dead, the type is going to be human. And when he is dead, reasons to equal to 0 to 1, the German tank will spawn. Okay? And then we go back up here. So after he has been destroyed, when he's dead, obviously, it goes to here. And this is G2 for the German tank. Now in G2, there's two things that's going to happen. First of all, there has to be a player for it to spawn in. So we're going to say it spawns in. So after this is finished, in conditions, into entities, we're going to switch this to group. Advanced and group. I need to go ahead and I don't do actually. I don't need that. Actually, no, we don't need that either. Because we just want it to spawn in, pretty much. So in G2, after it's been destroyed, after he's dead, we're going to have the truck spawn in. So we're going to go other, actor to waypoint. Go down to your tag that you see here. G2, waypoint 0. And you just want to hit OK. Now I'm going to turn this down and I'm going to show you what I mean by this. You guys ready? Okay, let's see how this boss is going to go. Alright, you're probably wondering why this is not hidden. It's because I didn't tell the tag of it to go hidden. So tags G2 HIDDEN hidden. And everything should be fine. Let's see if it works. Nope, still don't work. Okay. Okay. Let's figure out why this is not working. Let's see here. See, did I spell hidden right? HIDDEN. Yes, G2 tank. It's true. Maybe I did something with the triggers. G1 is entities, so it's no, this should still be hidden. The entities are correct. Entities hidden to waypoint. What says hidden should be off. Let's see. Okay, how I'm at. Okay. So no. Alright, so we're until this is for me. This. Okay. Let's see if that works. No. Okay, this truck is supposed to be hidden. Usually this works. I'm not sure what's going on exactly, but usually you would put a tag on this and go into tags. We'll remove this for a second and see and add everything there. See if that works. That don't work, I'm not sure. No, that did not work. Alright, so the vertically, I think what's going on is, I think it's trying to trigger this, but it's not exactly triggering this, or triggering this. So apparently what's going on is, this has got to be this probably got to go to that, and then it can go to that, because what's really going on is it's trying to hit this, and it's not exactly working. So if we deleted this one and then went to this one, that would probably work fine. Give me a second. There we go. So, okay, so let's take a look and see if there's two of the exact same. I think the spawn points are different. Take a look at the tags. That guy's not supposed to be hidden. That's G1. Um, the way this is supposed to happen, and the most positive way this happens is, so after, see, the truck is supposed to be hidden itself. Okay, it's not supposed to just spawn on. Because if I take this off, okay, and I hit start, it's hidden, right? It's hidden. You know? So, because it's hidden, there's no way for the waypoint to converse with each other. So what's going on is it's attacking this point, right? It's saying, okay, this character is G1. Okay, let's go ahead and go that. But if we go to here, it's saying this is already going to spawn in. So it's telling this point here to just stay put and spawn in already. So what we need to do to make this work accordingly is we're going to tell the entity, it's not going to be any commands, would it? No, not. When he's killed, put a telling to spawn in, so it would be actor, other actor waypoint, tag, G2 that's hidden, waypoint 0. Did I put O in there? I think I put O, not 0. 0. And then we're going to give this a delay of about 56 seconds. Let's see if that works. Or 58 seconds. Let's see if that works. So here is count. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. And then in case I'm... Oh, there it is! I kind of actually think I did that backwards a little bit. We're gonna say, yeah, I did. Okay. So when this is killed, when that's been, he's dead. I gotta go back to NT, not NT, but other active waypoint, uh, tag, and then G2, and then waypoint 0, and that should make this disappear. Let's see, and there you go. And then I'm gonna show you right here. Pull this down a little bit so you guys can hear it, so it's not so loud. And all we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you right here. Take out the German guy, right? So here we go into a German guy. Put him on the enemy team for a second, right? MP USA, early artillery man, tank commander. Alright, get him here. You know, what are you gonna do? Give him a medic or something? And here comes the truck, as you can see. He's gonna get in there. I thought he was gonna get in there. Alright. So that is... Oh, so as you can see, that's how that's supposed to actually happen. That's how it's supposed to work. Alright, so that's how you do a small boss battle. And it can now notice you can use any character you want. You can be use a guy, you can be a tank, you can be a truck. It really doesn't matter what you guys use, as long as it's a MP, which means a character in a vehicle. You need an MP in a vehicle. And I did tell you I was going to use turrets for this, and I'm going to show you how that's going to be possible. So we're going to say there's a lot of different things. We're going to delete the truck for now. Hello, truck. Okay. No, I don't do that. I use them. I've got also FX mod downloaded that I've took a lot of work getting used to and getting this done correctly. So not so easy. That's why it looks better than probably your guys' stuff. All right. So what we're gonna do is I said turrets. All right. So I'm gonna use machine guns as turrets. How we're gonna do that is very simple. We're just gonna German. We're in vehicle. Go into cannon. Cannon. Hello. Cannon. Hello. Cannon. Thank you. And we're gonna pick and choose. That's a good one. That's a good one. Is it a turret? That looks like a. I'm not sure what that is. There is a bomb, so it looks like artillery rounds or something. Hello. It's gonna crash? No, I don't think so. Shouldn't. Oh, looks cool. Here we go. Here's our turret. And we're going to do it like that. And we'll put one here. So we're going to have them all facing each other. Okay. They're all going to face each other. And then we're going to do this. This is going to be a 3-step problem. We're going to do about probably 4 steps of the boss battle. So the first step is killing him. And these are going to be, this is going to be different. I'm going to choose here 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Alright, so this is German 1. These are all going to be German 2. So tag, not call. Go to U, go into tags, go into G2, and go to hidden. Yeah, and then hit OK. Same here. Unit tags G2, and then HIDDEN. Which hello. HIDDEN. And then hit OK. Alright. Now go back to here. Same thing with our guys. You want to pretty much do, you can do a form of guys. I'm just doing this to save time. G2 HIDDEN. Hidden. And then hit OK. Back here again with this. Unit tags G2. German's German 2. And then hidden. And then hit OK. Now, what you're going to do is tell your guys to, of course, enter the vehicle. Alright, simple and easy. So, it's going to look a little bit like this. So, on G1, we have he dies, then this spawns in. G2 spawns in. You're probably wondering how we're going to do the other ones. And that is, I'm going to show you how to do that. So, let's go ahead and hit start. And of course, they're not hidden because I didn't tell them to be hidden. Okay, finish. I forgot you gotta make everything hidden too. That's where I messed up. Yeah, I think they would still, the guys would still spawn in, but and hit U tags G2 and hidden. I think that should work. Let's see. Yep, that works. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and select our guy. We'll select this guy. He's a German officer, and I thought they got the head wrong. No, I don't want German. Oops. I want a U.S. American. Just gonna shoot. Okay, let's go ahead and get to another one. Change my guy into this. I mean, this. Yeah, see him here. I believe that's a bar. He's holding a bar in his hand right now. And here is, here they go. Here is the boss. Guys, right here. And they're gonna turn. Alright, there it is. Alright, there you go. Alright. Alright, so as you can see, when he died, the cannons, they spawned in like a boss battle would and should, and they killed him. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this on another rogative, I believe. A lot of people, when they make a boss battle, they don't really know what's going on, and that's because it should tell you what's going to happen before it happens. And sometimes we don't exactly understand what's going to happen next. We just know it's supposed to be there. And that's what I'm talking about is when the guy says fire all cannons. Okay, so and this is going to fire all the cannons, or as you would say, mortars. So when you see this, our guy here on killed and also on spawn. Alright. He's going to say the words simultaneously. Fire all mortars or all cannons, or just fire all guns. I think fire all guns is cool. So he's going to be like, fire all guns. And what's going to happen is waypoints are going to show up everywhere, and it's just going to go poof, poof, poof. Alright? And to make sure the player is not confused about it, I'll have to see, it'll be like one by one, and it'll happen about every 30 seconds it's going to fire. So this is G2. We're going to say also this guy's going to be G2 as well. And his tag is going to be G2. HIDDEN. Hidden. And we want to tell the player, we're going to mask the player with player 0. And what this is going to do is, well, actually, how did I do this before? Because he yells at all cannons. Okay, so here, and then he'll yell all cannons. I want him to yell all cannons. That's not. I don't think that's. No, it's not going to work. No, put it on player 0. You put it on any player you want, really. But if we say, if we tell it to go to all cannons, then it's going to say all cannons, but the response would be different. So I think the way this plays out is I got another I'm gonna say German 3. And I wanna say D. We don't need conditions, we just need one command and one command talk. So actor, player 0, set mass set player German 2. And okay. And what it's going to say, not seen, is going to be an actor talk player is going to be German 2. And it's going to say fire all guns. Hit enter, save, okay, done. Now if you want to put this in the actual game itself, you would have to first have everything done, then go into this part of the area right here, and then save it into this area exactly. Not the official area, but this area exactly. If that makes any sense for you guys. If it doesn't, then please tell me and I'll try to inform you on that. So once this is done, pretty much, you'd go into here, save it, blah blah blah, pretty much. Now let's see if that's right. Let's see if I'm right about that. Fire all cannons. Yep. As you can see, the German said fire all cannons. If we were, I'm testing to see. To really do this. No, I didn't. Oh man, I messed this up. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Not player 0. Player yes. Players. The person talking is player 0, but the person talking is going to. It's already done. So the player that's going to be talking is going to be player. Red is going to be the red player. G2. And he's going to be the one that's talking. And what I want to do is I want to have a trigger that plays the trigger on this G3, which is German 3, and I don't want to turn that on. And we'll give this a delay of about 30 seconds. And hit OK here. 30 seconds. Trigger delay done. Trigger delay done. Bugs up. This time I'm going to put it up top. 30 seconds. Player transmission player 0. Let's see what happens. Let's go to player 0. Go to history, nothing yet. Yep, fire all cannons. So another 30 seconds. It's going to wait 30 seconds again, and it should pop up again. And there it is, fire all cannons. That's okay, fire all guns. Okay, I just want to make sure that's how I'm supposed to do that. And it looks like that's how I'm supposed to do that. Is that right there. Boom, boom, done. Okay, so we're going to make this a little bit more interesting. So, and when he says fire our guns, after he's been killed, right? And that spawns in. We're going to give this another delay. That would be after he's killed. We have a 30-second delay. But we don't want that to happen until he gets killed. That makes sense? So we're gonna put a condition here. We're gonna say let's see. This is interesting. Signal trigger event reinforcement scoring story. Arrival see actor see enemy linked crew near. I wonder if I can do the same thing here. And entities before he says all destroy all cannons or something. G1 type on the type state dead. Oh no, I don't need that one. I need this one. And closest of course 1. Let's see if that works. We'll wait 30 seconds real quick to see if that's going to work or not. So hit this, see if this works. Nothing here. And it went all the way there because of that. Okay. So no matter what I did, even with entity being told, it did not work. So I wonder if it's going to auto select it. No, it won't work either. Because I've got the same thing here and here, and it's going to say the exact same here. And player delay 30. I wonder if we give it a near condition, if that would work. Better yet, we could. Yeah, camera. I never dealt with this before. I'm not sure how to do this. I'm not sure. That's not. I don't. That's not. Don't know nothing about camera. I'd have to figure that out later on. Okay. We go to zone, I guess. Circle. No, because every time it would be here, it would just do this. Okay, so that's fine. Uh, Yeah, that's fine. Because it's going to do the same thing over and over again. Alright, so yeah, that'd be fine. Alright, so he's gonna die, and then he's going to say all guns fire, and then when he does, as you're trying to take them out one by one, what's going to happen? Very simple, straightforward. Is he's going to see the red smoke here, 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 and here. So let's go show you how I'm supposed to do this. So we go into active waypoints. One here, one here, here, and here, and here. Alright, these are pretty big waypoints as you can see, so when you see the smoke, that means run out of the way. Alright, because they will be fired upon by artillery cannons. So we have wave 0, which is not going to be a wave 0. We have wave, let's focus on wave 2. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, it goes all the way to 5. 4 and 5. So in these, what we're going to be using is when he says all cannons fire, we're going to have them fire. So essentially in this one, we're going to need as follows. Actually, we'll just go back to here and be done with it. So as he says all fires cannon, we're going to go ahead and go to here. I don't really need all the numbers unless they're different, but you can do it in the first one and it'll work fine. We're going to do Sonic. No, it is in commands. I need to think real quick. Okay, I've had Coke a little bit. No, Coca-Cola guys have a Coke. I've had cherry Coke. I meant cherry Coke. So just if you can bear with me. What are we gonna do? What was it in top player unit spawn? Other spawn. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Spawn. Hello, hello. That was another. I seen it in it. Yep. Spawn. In camera. No, not in camera, but disable this so it doesn't destroy somewhere else. Waypoint would be 1. Yes, it takes a minute to load. Sorry. All right. We want to go ahead and go down to here. Units, damage, artillery signal. We'll do this one. Okay. And then we'll do wait, I'm pretty sure there should be a copy control C, right? How are you copying this? Alt C for copy. Okay, so Alt C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Invisible barriers. How interesting. Okay, so we have this trigger needs to go all the way down, and we need to go ahead and do our artillery signals. they're all pretty much, the signal's already here. All we need to do is we have the first one. So that's going to go ahead and go into 2. Number 3. Hit OK. And then number 4. And then number 5. Now, if these artillery signals do hit these, they will destroy them. Just so you know. So I want to let you guys know ahead of time. If they will hit them, and it probably will destroy them. So what we need to do is make them kind of invincible. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So go to here and go into migration and hit harmless. Hit this guy, hit harmless. Actually hit full and hit your other one and go into full. And then these guys here, go into full. Your other guy here, go into full. Do this all the way around, like so. Go into full. Guy here, go down, go into full. And then of course, go into full. Hold on, here it is. And make sure the other guy's into full, so it doesn't destroy those things. Okay, so how are we going to, first of all, make sure they get destroyed one by one, where they're not harmless no more? Okay, so we're gonna say once their terrorist stops stop and this guy spawns in, we're gonna say 2, 3, 4. There's 4, so we need one more. 4. So what's going to happen is these need different tags. So for this one, we're going to use G4 for German 4 hidden. G5 unit. G5 HIDDEN hidden. Down to here for G6. G6 HIDDEN. And then of course down here G7 hidden. Okay. So so you're probably wondering, okay, now you're probably wondering, how is this going to be possible? How are we going to do this in order? Okay, so now I need G4, German 4. So we're going to say when, what is it? I need to do the tags. All the way down to the G's, all the way down to G4 to G7, I believe. So it's going to go in order. G4, G5, G6, G7. Okay, so G4, we're going to do, think, 3 ouch bolts. Not added to. I don't know why I keep adding that. That's so weird. No, we're going to use, no, I don't need mission options. Hello. I will figure out one of these days, I'm telling you. Want to be married? No. Hey, you can't. You cannot copy. Okay, so we'll just do 2, 3, 4. Wait, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or it's 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we don't need no more. And it's just the same as follows here. Going to the tag. We're gonna say once. What number is this? Let me see real quick. So maybe this is confusing. G2. We're at one more. So in here, tag G2. G2 is dead. Then this one, G4 spawns in. Big thing right here, guys. State not dead. I'm dead actually. Equal to 1. G6. Not dead. Here we did 1. And then we have G7. Here did. And of course 1. Okay, when we're gonna say when these are dead, once he's dead, this guy spawns in. When this guy spawns in, actor to waypoint, we need a lot of actor to waypoint. So once each person is dead, actor to waypoint. Oops. Hello, actor to waypoint. Thank you. No, not actor to component. No. What am I doing? Other actor to waypoint. We need to do this differently. So it'll be G. That's right, spawns in. So G4 waypoint 0, and then G6. So that's 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. And then we're just changing the G on this. 5, 6, and then 7. Right. Okay. No. 7, hello. And then they'll spawn in. Each person dies at one point. They're all hidden. They all come in equally. That way they don't come in all at once. Let's see if this is going to work or not. Yep, it looks like it did. Alright, there's one. I think I'm Here comes the cannons. Do they survive? Yep, they survive. Yeah, I forgot this guy. I think it's the only one I forgot, to be honest with you guys. G. So fire cannons. That one's working. That was G1. So, we have that in G2. Alright, so you can see a lot of people, as you can see here. Fire arc cannons is still there. That's good. Went back into this one. We need one more, which was... I had G2, yeah. No, I didn't have G2 here, though. I had G4, but I didn't have G2. So I need to add in G2. Alright, G, should go down the line. No, in order actually, but it'll work either way. Okay. I'll get my artillery guy on this. Turn this down. I'm gonna turn this down so you guys can hear the thing. Alright, cool. Guys and spawn in. Is he not dead? Is that not, did I not do the G2 one? G2 not come in? There's the guns. There is artillery fire. Okay, let's see. Something making no sense here. Okay, let's check this carefully. Okay, are you G2? Oh no, check this carefully. Let's see if it's G2 or not. Okay, G2 hidden, yes. So when this guy's killed, this is supposed to happen, and then oh, I know why they didn't spawn. It's because this is G2. This is all G2, so we need to change this one. This tag is G2. This needs to be G56. Or just say 56 HIDD, and then we need to change this over here. Where it says G2. Because this is coefficient with the trying to spawn, but it can't spawn. Okay, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's how that's supposed to happen. Okay, let's test it. It seemed to work, so we'll see. Alright, let's see what happened. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so this guy spawns in. I think we missed this. Yep. No. Yeah. Okay, and then actor, right over here, we need to change this one to 56. Because there's no G2 no more. Yeah, there's no G2. Let's see what happens. Okay, I should spawn in by now. It didn't. Here comes fire all cannons. I kind of feeling there's some fire there. Guys spawning in, okay. Okay, so took a look at this again. G1. Okay, that's correct. Once this guy dies, it spawns in. And then okay. That one's good. G4. Let's see if that's what the auto reset does. I'm curious to what it happens. Okay. Have I spawned in yet? Alright, so looks like I'm gonna do this the long way, which is something I tried to avoid. Really, I did. So, okay, so we're gonna say, okay, so we have G3 spawns in trigger, player, talk. Okay, so this was 4, 5, 6, 7, 56. So we're gonna say uh we'll have to do this a different way. When actor spawns in, but also when the selected target has been destroyed or killed, which is uh German 1. We're gonna say spawn in this guy. Alright, and then we're gonna go to here, tag spawn in 56, waypoint 0. Alright, and then when 56 has been killed, spawn, oops, no, spawn in G4. So then we go to here, okay, then we're going to spawn in G4, which means German 4, 1.0. And then when he is killed, when German 56, which the G4 is spawns in when G4 is killed, when he's dead, then he spawns in G5. And then when G5 is killed, when he's dead, spawn in 1.0, G6. Then when G6 is killed, okay, spawn in G7, German 7. And pretty much just, guys, pretty much just so forth and so on. It just makes it so much easier. And of course, the last one, which is when G7 is killed, G7, like I said right here, when he's dead, we will delete G2. And we're going to delete Is there a tag on that? Oh, I was doing before. Hold on a minute. Give me a second. I don't think you can delete spawns. You can delete player G2. Talk will be G2. Here, trigger G3. So we'll delete G3. Is there a player of G3? I said G2. Yeah. I think there's nothing for G3 here. No, just that. I guess that's it. Alright. Well, let's see how this is going to play out. Alright, so there's explosion. Alright, there he goes. There's another one. There's another one. Here's the last one. And there you go. And here comes the damage. I still think I need to have an artillery signal, but I don't know. Oh, flare artillery. Okay. Artillery. I thought it was supposed to be artillery signal. Oh, okay. Oh, single. Not signal. It says single. That's why. Because the player's gonna get killed. I don't know what to do. Player. Okay, we're gonna change that. And what we're gonna do, guys, is make it to where it feels almost impossible, but not too crazy. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. So we're gonna go into here. Oops. What we're gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna show you how it's gonna be a little bit crazy, but not too crazy, right? So we're gonna go down to F1 camera, show things on, and we're just gonna hit our auto and bring everything in. Our max distance. No, that would be too much. That'd be perfect right there. And we're just gonna bring everything in right there. I believe would be good. So the green is gonna be your fog. Okay, and then of course, right here will be your main objective. We'll give this a little more green room here. Because it's going to look easy when it's not really that easy. And then of course, we want to go ahead and change this. All the spawn points, all the artillery dummies into flares. So you know which player had, you know which players, you know how to pretty much get out of the way or get to cover without dying, which is typically something that you might want to do. So that's single. We need to go into flare artillery, and we'll delete these. And we'll spawn these back up. So this was, I believe, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yep. I forgot one more. And put the trigger way down. I don't need 2 triggers. I only need 1. Hello. And then we'll just change this one to 1, 2, 3, of course, 4, and then 5. And we'll keep it there. Okay, so let's take a look at our waypoints. So our waypoints are going to be pretty big, right? We want to narrow the we want to narrow the area down so it's like 1,000. And we'll do this for this one. And so on and so forth. That one's different. That one will come. Might mess up the game, I don't know. Hope not. We'll see though. So here's our guy. Here comes the flares. Fire all guns. crazy, wasn't they? And they were going non-stop every 30 seconds. It was supposed to be every 30 seconds, but for some odd reason. They were going, you know what I mean? Okay, so obviously it definitely destroys this one area. Those flares go crazy. Only one problem, these guys are here or not. They are player one, but I don't know if these are player one, player one, player one, player one, player one, player one. Well, they were shooting at one guy. I'm not sure. It's all red. See, look, it's all red. Okay, player one should be the exact same people here. All of them should be player. Yeah, they're all player one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, right here. I don't know why they were shooting them. Don't know why they were attacking them for. It's weird. That's strange. So what's going on? I love it how it's firing like crazy. That's cool. I'm glad. I'm definitely on board with that. That's good. But when you shoot, it should be. It doesn't matter anyways. The trigger off 3. I wonder if I can delete triggers too. I don't know what it can delete is the thing. Okay, so we need. The player's gonna need cover for sure. Alright, so I don't think I've given. If I've given a nice cover here. It's all playing it. As you can see, it has cover, but it doesn't have all that cover. And those flares are going to keep going like crazy up in there. Those flares are going to go crazy up in there, so when they keep firing, it's going to keep firing like crazy. It's supposed to be every 30 seconds, but I think what's going on is it's bypassing 30 seconds and just going on its own way. Which is not something I wanted to happen. Of course, there's a trigger. But once this G2 gets deleted, these don't. The G2 and talk gets deleted, as you can see. But the flares, they spawn. It keeps spawning them, and the trigger doesn't get deleted. So it's just pretty much going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, fire, 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 fire. Alright, so we need cover. Because they're not going to be able to destroy these that easy. Alright, so we need to bring some cover here. What do we got for cover? Maybe some old, destroyed, beat up vehicles. Maybe that'll work. That'll work. No. let's give it some cover. Where you guys got cover here? Let's see. Alright, and put some cover here, just in case you want to go up a little bit. They go all over the place. And bombers go all over the place, so. Just saying. And just in case those don't, because they will blow over if it's got cover. So let's go ahead, because ground. Let's go to none. File. Save that. Okay, so let's talk about the most important part. We need something that looks good. I'm happy with it. But I feel like I need some type of other structures here. So they're gonna pound the hell out of that one area. So we're gonna go ahead and move the waypoints a little bit because they're gonna pound the hell out of these areas. Move them up a bit. 0-1, I don't need that. That one. That one a little bit. Move this one down here in the middle. This one, not that one. This one over here. Spread them out a little bit, you know. They're gonna bomb the hell out of it. Oh yeah, that should be good. Alright. Let's go ahead and put him on red team for a second. Make him on this, and we'll give him some cover. Let's put him over here. Put him through mode 5-1. Alright. Let's go ahead and see what we got. I turn this down a little bit. Oh shit, the players. They're everywhere. I don't know where they are now. make anything safe, to be honest with you. So it's not safe here. Alright, not safe. Let's put this book. No, that's fine. Like that. We'll put this guy. Edge. All guns, and here comes the players. I don't understand why they're fighting it. Why they keep make it. You're crazy. It got hearts on you, idiot. Alright, so I'm not sure what's really going on exactly. So that's red, but when it starts, it goes blue for some reason. I don't. These guys player, they change or something. This guy stretch forward. They start attacking this guy. So player 0 is it player 1 that goes to player 0 or something? That's why I got messed up. Yeah. That one making sense. Okay, better right now. see if that fixes that issue. Fire all guns. Oh, poor bastard gonna get killed. He knows it's there too. Run, Alright, so I've got an idea that's gonna make this more interesting than what meets the eye. So essentially what's gonna happen instead of them firing is we're gonna make these guys invincible. It's a cool boss battle. These guys are gonna be invincible. Alright, now we're gonna say so we're gonna do this one by one. 3. And 4. Because that's the bombers are just going to take out the guys, and that's not very fun. I want to make this more challenging. Thank you, Mason. G2 still. And you don't have to have this many people if you don't want. You don't have this many people if you don't want to. It just depends on what you want to do, really. That's 2. This should be 3. No, 3, and this should be 1. Yep. Now, we're going to move them again around. Alright, and I'll show you how we're going to do this. So 11. We're going to put it in air condition. For the first one. Essentially what we're going to do is update it. Pretty much turn it over against itself. So that one's that one. So in 11 we're going to say once the player give a delay. a G. It's gonna be an entity in the state. Selector is gonna be oh yeah, 1. Okay. That's gonna be 3 actually. Number 3. And disable that one. Okay, same thing for this one. Also, in number 11, when you another entity state, and that's going to be entity state '56. Instability off. So as you can see, this is what we need to do. Just like this. So that one was 2. That was 3. I think this is 1. Yeah. Yep. Alright, cool. So we need one, two. So yeah, now we're doing that right there. Getting this done. Then we gotta move on to this. And this one is four. I need to find two. Alright, two. Pivot number three. Four. do all these right? I want to make sure I did these right. Hold on. W, the one is got, that one is, 1. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video on how to make a boss battle, airstrikes, and everything else. As you guys can see, hope you guys enjoyed this. I know now you know how to do it, now you know how to make it. Um, you don't have to do quite everything I've done, but if you want to, it's up to you, really it is. But I just wanted to make it really fun, make it have a little bit of fun with it, and I showed you other videos on how to put your maps and games and stuff like that. Alright, so let's get into the other game I'm going to be playing. The First Descendant. The first... So what's going on, guys? I just do a really quick tip before I go to bed. Um, in the First Descendant, people still, can't tell you how many times I get this question. They don't know what to do. They're clueless. They're clueless, so they don't know what to do. They're not really sure what to do or what to happen. They're just really confused. I thought I broke this video down as much as I possibly could before, but it looks like no, either they don't understand or they do understand. I'm not entirely sure what. Oh, great. Oh, great. Sounds